Tech Talk with Gian.
Today we're going to look at some of the roles in theatre as a show is happening. Now, this is just a very brief sort of look at it. I'm going to tell you what some of the roles are, what they stand for, what they mean, and kind of just a really quick explanation of what they do while a show is running. So, the first one we're going to look at is a SM, or stage manager. Now, they are very important while the show is happening. They will be placed backstage and make sure that everything backstage is running, is organised, and is going correctly. The next one is an ASM, Assistant Stage Manager. Now, you might have multiple of these on a show, and their role is to support the stage manager. So they could be positioned on stage left or stage right, making sure that actors are going on, and just doing sort of any jobs that need to be done during the show, like following props and making sure that everything is run smoothly. The next one is a DSM, the Deputy Stage Manager. Now, their job is to call the show. Calling the show involves watching the show with a script and calling out the cues that are coming up next. So, everyone involved in the show, the lighting, sound, and the stage manager, and possibly the ASMs, will all be wearing a headset, which they can all talk through. And as the cues are happening in the show, the DSM will call them and make sure that every role is doing their job for that cue. Next one is your lighting team, or your LX team. Now, you normally have 2 or 3 people on this. LX1, LX2 and LX3. Usually your LX1 will be controlling lights. Your LX2 and LX3 can do a number of various jobs, covering LX1 if they're not in on that day, or controlling follow spot, or making sure the dimmers behind the stage are all working great. The next team is the sound team. Once again, you'll have sound 1, sound 2 and sound 3. Sound 1 usually will be operating sound, making sure levels are all correct, and so on. And 2 and 3 will also do various other jobs similar to LX. Could be mic packs, for example. Now, all of these roles scale and change and are different for different shows and different sizes of shows. So you might not have all of these members on a team, but these are the kind of standard roles that you might have for a very large scale production. A lot of these roles also do other things outside of the show. For example, the SM and DSM are very crucial for the rehearsal period, making sure that everything is organised and ready to go for the show. So remember, not every team will have these, but these are some of the main roles that you can get.